make focaccia?
Focaccia, okay. We're going to start with 1.5 cups of warm water. And then Gabriel's going to put in, what are you putting in?
Yeast.
Yeast and salt. We're going to put that on the mixer.
Oh, that smells good.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay, we're just going to mix that for just a couple of seconds to get it blended, and then we got to let it raise. While the yeast is raising, we lined our baking sheet with parchment paper and spread it with a little oil. So we're going to set that aside, and we'll be ready to make the focaccia as soon as that yeast has bloomed. It's been 5 minutes, our yeast is bloomed. We're going to add 1 cup of all-purpose flour. And 3.5 cups of bread flour. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of oil. Oh, gotta get it off. Okay. 2 tablespoons of oil, olive oil, and 1 teaspoon of regular salt. And then we're going to put the hook in.
And mix it all up.
That's right.
And then we can eat our popsicle.
Then we can eat a popsicle? Do I get one too?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
You always want to have a little extra water on hand. Just a little. Just a little. In case the dough is too dry. So we're going to have just a little bit at a time and see how it comes together. We want it to form into a ball, a nice soft ball of dough, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think we need more water?
I don't think so.
A little bit maybe, because it's not a ball yet, is it?
I think you should stop it so I can pour it.
Okay. We'll pour it all, just a little bit of it. That's good, that's good.
Trying to put them together.
Yes. Just a tad more.
Smells good.
It does. It does smell good, and it's not even baked yet. Okay, so that's coming together in a ball. We're going to let that knead for 5 minutes.
We're going to take the dough out of the bowl and put it on a tootsie sheet.
All right. Now let me get off the hook, and then I'll get this out of your way. And then we need to squash it down.
I think I'm going to have to pull my sewage back a little.
That's a good idea. Just push it down. You don't have to pick it up. Just go like this. Just push. Yeah, there you go. Okay, right here, a little flatter. Okay, now we're just going to cover this up with a kitchen towel, and it has to raise for 2 hours.
2 hours?
Yes, that's what makes it so light and fluffy. It's been about 2 hours, so now I'm going to flatten out our focaccia dough. You can see it's really raised up. Got a little dry on top, but that's okay. And we're going to spread it out to the whole tray. And since I flipped it over, it's not sticking to my fingers. I've got the focaccia dough flattened out on the pan. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap. And it's going to raise for another 45 minutes, and then it will be going into the oven. When I used to work in food commercially, we had these huge rolls of plastic wrap with the cutter on that, but nobody ever had them available for the home cook. And so I'm very thankful that we can now get it for at-home use, because it doesn't tangle on you. You just cut it off. 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes, and you can see I've given it the traditional little pockets that you make by just gently pressing in with your fingertips. I'm going to give it just a drizzle of olive oil. I'm not going to cover the whole thing. And then just kind of give it a little spread. And then I'm going to sprinkle it with some sea salt, just a little bit. Now, normally when I make focaccia, I might put rosemary or thyme or some other herb in the dough or on top before I bake. But because this is going to be used to make sandwiches with a lot of different flavor profiles, I'm just making plain focaccia. So this is going into the oven, which I've preheated to 425 degrees. The focaccia's out of the oven, and I let it cool a bit. I'm cutting into squares now because I'm going to make little mini sandwiches, almost slider size, out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting this up, and I'll be back.